Life is chaos. Sometimes you need to take a break. Sit back and sip your coffee. Take time to recenter so you can get back to your chaos confidently. Today I want to talk about your kids and your relationship with them. I want to share something that I think might help improve that relationship if you don't think it's as good as it could be. Your kids are just little people. It seems simple, but it's not something that I knew the whole time. It's something I had to learn. And hopefully, if I share what I know now, it can help you so that you can learn faster what took me forever to get. Too often, I see parents in turmoil with their kids, and I think it comes from one or two extremes. Either they let their kids do whatever they want, which I don't think is right either, or they expect these robotic responses out of their kids, as if I said so, so do it. Sometimes I agree with that. You're the parent. You're supposed to know better than your kids. For example, you wouldn't let them touch fire because that would hurt. So, when they want to touch fire anyways, you don't always have to explain something like that. No, don't. I said so. But every now and again, it can go a really, really long way to just respect your kids because they're little people. I have 3 kids. Didn't do so hot with the first one. Getting better every day, but it's part of a learning experience with life. The second one I'm working harder at, trying to be better. And I realized that it goes a long way to take a minute to explain to him what's going on. Instead of, you shouldn't be spinning like that because I said so. It's, if you keep doing that, you might fall. If you keep doing that, you could get hurt. If you keep doing that, something bad will happen. You know, whatever it is. Whether he's spinning or running like a maniac through the house or... I mean, the possibilities are endless. But the situation doesn't matter. Well, I mean, it matters. But, I mean, my point is that taking the time to talk to him and treat him like the little person that he is can go a long way. Because he really is just a little person. He has emotions, he thinks, he reacts. It can go a really, really long way to take 2 seconds to say, how would I feel if? I mean, the reality is you could apply that to anybody. I mean, when you're talking to the store clerk, you know what I mean? Like, how would I feel if someone treated me like this? Part of that whole golden rule thing. But I think that some parents lose sight of the fact that you should apply that to your children too. I mean, at least a little bit. How would you feel if you got constantly berated all day long? I was gonna say, how would you feel if you were allowed to do whatever you want all day long? But, you know, I think I'd be pretty happy about that. You probably would too, but at the same time, the natural consequences would suck. So, it's important to teach kids how to be respected by showing them a little bit of respect. Every now and again, sure, play the parent card. Do this because I said so. But it can go a really, really long way to just take a minute to come down to them and treat them in a way that you would want to be treated if the roles were reversed. Honestly, you should really apply that to everybody. If the roles were reversed, what if? But today we're talking about kids. So remember, your kids are just little people. They have emotions, they have feelings, they have thoughts. Granted, it's limited because their experience is limited. But isn't that another thing you're supposed to be teaching them? How to be treated? Isn't that something that they should be experiencing within the safe place that is their home with their parents? Show them respect so that they know that that's the kind of respect that they should get from the outside world. As they get older, like I do with my teenager, you can treat them more like a grown adult and give them that kind of respect, as well as explain to them that just because it happens like this at home, or just because I do this, doesn't mean the world's going to. Not everybody is going to respect my teenager in the same way that I do. Not everybody is going to give my teenager a benefit of the doubt. The world can be cruel. But for my 4-year-old, for the most part, giving him that respect goes a long way. As he gets older, that sort of an experience will expand. That's part of growing up. Treating kids like little people, I think, can change the game for a lot of people, for a lot of parents. It's not about gentle parenting. It's not about letting your kid do whatever they want. It's about treating them like people. It's about remembering that you used to be a kid too. It's about thinking, how would I feel if this were happening to me? How would I feel if I was a kid and my parent were treating me like that? You have to remember that they're limited based off of their age. You have to make it appropriate for them, but I don't think that means that they deserve any less respect. As their parent, you should get a lot of respect, but I don't think that they should give you respect just because you're a parent. It's a relationship. It's always going to be give and take. They can only give so much. Being kids, limited experience, and everything else, they're learning. It's your job to teach them. And what they can't give, you can either be understanding of that, or you can give more. At the end of the day, I think that is the best thing that I can say when it comes to kids. Treat them like they're little people. Give them just a little bit of respect. Explain to them what you want and why you want it. And if you have to pull the parent card, then you have to. Because that's your job as a parent. To be there for them, even if they don't think that you are. So let's get back to our chaos. Have a great day.